maybe Dr. Andy can help us out.
Well, you know, you might need some help because we're actually talking about cavities and dental health this morning. It's your Fox 4 House Call with Dr. Andy, and brand new study out, and it doesn't paint our dental habits in a very good light.
It was a survey done by the CDC, the largest one that's been done in many years, and it was just reported last month. And it looked at the state of tooth decay in kids, adults, teenagers, and so forth.
And it's up.
Well, it's up in the smallest age group. So in the 2 to 5-year-olds, for the first time, and the reason it's significant is that the first time in 40 years, there's a trend of increasing amounts of tooth decay in the smallest kids.
Now, why is that important? We think, okay, they're baby teeth, so why do we care if, you know, they decay a little?
Exactly, and that's unfortunately a very common thought, not surprisingly. The rotting of baby teeth leads to rotting of adult teeth. It leads to risks of infection, like last week when we were talking about heart valve problems being more risk for people who have poor oral hygiene. It also leads to poor oral food intake. People who have bad teeth, it hurts, they don't eat well.
That's right. Is there any specific reason through the survey that they can figure out why there's such bad tooth decay in our youngsters?
Well, the survey was quite comprehensive, and their conclusion is that the kids are getting more processed snacks, and that's not a surprise to most of us of kids. We know how many temptations are out there: juice boxes, fruit snacks, potato chips, sodas,
cookies, all that good stuff.
A lot of bottled water. Oddly enough, a lot of kids are drinking bottled water instead of the naturally fluoridated water.
Now, why would bottled water ruin your teeth?
Well, not that it would ruin the teeth, but they're not getting as much fluoride as they would in tap water. Tap water is naturally fluoridated in our area, and fluoride, you know, while it has been contributing to the decreasing cavities for the last 40 years, that might be part of why they're getting worse, is that kids aren't getting enough.
So, any good news in this survey that we're having some good dental habits?
That's right. No, there is some good news. The silver lining of the cloud is that older adults tend to be doing a little bit better, less gum problems, less tooth problems. But again, the problem is that these young kids could be a sign that they're going to be exposed to more tooth decay over their lifetime.
So what's the best advice to curb all these bad habits?
Well, the best advice is brushing your teeth. A lot of parents simply will leave preschoolers alone to brush their teeth. We need to be brushing our kids' teeth for them, if not with them, probably till at least 6 to 7 years of age.
Until they get some good habits.
Exactly. Before going to bed at night is the most important time. Nothing to eat or drink after that except for water. Also, avoiding processed snacks. You know, fresh fruits are fine. Juice box once in a while, even a candy once in a while. Of course, we all do it, but on a regular basis to try to limit those. All
right, some good advice. And if you have questions for Dr. Andy, you can feel free to give him a call at 239-694-6246 or send him an email, draol@phc-md.com. He's also on our website, fox4now.com, so you can check out his segment or contact him through that. Dr. Andy, thanks so much for stopping by.
Always a pleasure.